Hey guys, good morning, it's Mike Chen. In this video, I'm in Taipei, Taiwan on another 7-Eleven food tour, but these 7-Elevens are really unlike any I've ever been before. And before getting to that, I just want to give a big thank you and shout out to the sponsor of this video, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN is something I've been using for several years now. I mentioned this before. It's one of the only apps I keep running on my phone, my laptop, 24 hours a day. And if you are not currently utilizing a VPN service right now, I highly recommend that you do. And if you don't know, VPN is a virtual private network. And the reason why I think everyone should utilize one is because every single time you go online, your personal data is at risk. Whether you're checking emails on public Wi-Fi, shopping, streaming your favorite TV show, hackers, data collectors are always trying to collect your personal information. So what Surfshark VPN does is that it encrypts your internet traffic, it hides your IP, so people who you really don't want having access to your private information, they're not gonna have access to it. Also, Surfshark has something called Surfshark Alerts, so if someone is trying to gain access to something like your email, you will be notified right away. Another reason I love using Surfshark is when I travel. So using Surfshark VPN, I can change my digital location to pretty much anywhere in the world. So when I'm traveling abroad, I can change my location back to the US, and this allows me to access all my US streaming services. And also a lot of major US websites, they don't even function correctly when you're trying to access them from abroad. So just to pay my bills, my mortgage, I use Surfshark VPN for that. So if you want to give it a try, go to surfshark.com/dumpling for 4 extra months. Enjoy the video. It's a little late, so just gonna grab something really quick before going to bed. This is near where I'm staying. Check this out. So it's a ramen shop that's 24 hours, no employees, and you just make your own noodles. So this place is really cool. You walk in, it's 24 hours a day. There's dozens of noodles to choose from. You got Korean ramen, Japanese, Malaysian. There's a section where you can pay for additional ingredients. So I got some lobster balls, fish cake. I also got an egg. I also got some beef for about $2 US. And then there's a section where it's all free ingredients. You can add as much as you want. There's actually a lot of ingredients you can add to this. I added some kimchi, some bean sprouts. They do have someone on staff just in case you don't quite know what you're doing. Put everything into this bowl, go cook your ramen, and dinner. Some kimchi in my ramen, and some kimchi to eat with the ramen. Free tea. Oh, that was good. That beef is actually really tender. This lobster ball's got like something that kind of tastes like lobster biscuit inside. And this place is so affordable. So the cheapest ramen goes for about $2 US. And you can add on as much ingredients as you want from the free bar. I see people roll this thing up with the free food ingredients. Best thing, 24 hours a day. If you're hungry, you could always come for some ramen. Absolutely perfect for my first night here because it's already pretty late, so I can finish this, go to sleep. Food day starts tomorrow. Hi, good morning. So this is going to be really interesting. Every time I'm in Taiwan, I go to the local 7-Eleven, and I've been to a lot of different 7-Elevens in Taiwan. I had no idea about this. I did not know that there are a lot of themed 7-Elevens in Taiwan. And there's so many different themes from Disney, Mickey Mouse, Coca-Cola. So we're gonna go visit and eat at a bunch of these today. And the first one I'm visiting, the theme of this 7-Eleven is Maserati. They got tons of model cars, Maserati products, like towels and bags and luggage. And you can actually buy a lot of these products. Look at this, it's a Maserati remote control car. In the middle, there's a Maserati modeled racetrack. There's also a Maserati bicycle. Over here in this corner, there's Maserati mugs, more model cars. So my plan is just to visit a bunch of these themed 7-Elevens and just eat a little bit at each. I forgot how amazing Taiwan 7-Eleven is. And every time you come back, there's new products to try out. Ooh, look at this. Pesto spaghetti, garlic and white wine sauce spaghetti with clams. This actually looks really good. Crayfish and egg salad. And I remember these. These are amazing. These are their little toasties. Japan and Taiwan are my favorite 7-Eleven countries. The food is So good. And it's so easy. I think Taiwan's the easiest, honestly. Just go to the microwave, whatever number shows up. So here it says 7, push 7, and it's done. And this looks really, really good. Clam pasta. Ooh, that is really garlicky. Look at all these clams in here. Look at all these clams, garlic, there's chilies. 79 Taiwan dollars, so a little over $2 for this. Also, I got an egg and crawfish sandwich. I forgot how the egg sandwich tastes in Taiwan. There's a lot of crawfish in there. And finally, this is my favorite. These are little toasties, and they toast it for you in like a little toasty press. But this is a tuna toasty. It's basically a tuna melt inside. These are some of my favorite things here. It's toasty, it's flaky, like really flaky. The bread tastes more like a croissant. It's so light. Chase that with some of my garlic clam pasta. That's pretty darn incredible for around $2. It's really, really garlicky. The pasta, nice and chewy, texture's fantastic. It's got some heat as well. The clams are really juicy and succulent. If I lived here, I'd be happy coming to 7-Eleven every single day. Get a pasta, get a sandwich. My breakfast would be like $3, and it'll be freaking delicious. Taiwan egg sandwich. Not bad. Definitely not nearly as good as Japan. For some reason, the bread is not as light, and the egg salad is not as creamy. I don't know why. Nobody can replicate outside of Japan the Japan 7-Eleven sandwich. The crawfish one is pretty darn good. It's a crawfish salad, loads of crawfish. Well, imitation crawfish, but still pretty good. And they added a lot of wasabi in here. So it's rich and creamy with a really nice kick. I think I gotta pace myself with the food. There's a lot of themed 7-Eleven to visit today. Also, I just wanna say, there's so much of this pasta in here for around $2. This is an amazing deal. You can put this on a plate and serve it at a restaurant. You could. The next 7-Eleven I'm at, the theme is Bugcat Capoo. So Bugcat Capoo is a popular comic book character by a local artist here in Taiwan. And the reason for all these themes in 7-Elevens, I think, is you get to buy all these merchandises. And this one has all these characters on these ceilings. And all the tables are themed after these characters, tables and chairs. Whoa, check this out. Oreo's Coca-Cola Zero. That's really cool. Whoa, this was a instant noodle brand. Now they're making ready-to-eat meals. Also, let's get this Luro Fun. So I got a Luro Fun. Wow. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. Look at all that fatty pork on the rice. Give that a nice mix. Obviously, not gonna be as good as if you went to a food stall, but I would happily stock a lot of these at home for when I don't wanna step outside. The juice from the pork has definitely saturated the rice. It's sticky, it's rich. There's a ton of delicious porky flavor in this. You can taste all that umami from the soy sauce. This is really, really good for microwave real fun. So this is my favorite brand of instant noodles here in Taiwan. And this is the first time, at least for me, I've seen them make these ready-to-eat products. So this is 酸菜牛肉拌面. So it's pickled veggies with beef. And what I like about this brand is the beef. Look at this. Look how tender that is. You can definitely see all the tendon that's on here. Let me show you again. It's so easy. It's so easy to break this meat apart. So the pickled veggies here is sauerkraut. I'm thinking this is gonna be crunchy. It's gonna be beefy. I think it's gonna be great. It smells so good. Oh, this is yummy. So ban mian is a dry noodle, and this thing, it's spicy, it's peanutty. There's peanut sauce in here. The beef, just as tender as I thought. The veggies have a really nice crunch. I just wish they added more pickled veggies in here. Definitely good for balancing out the richness of this dish. Overall though, this is phenomenal. Chase it with some of my Oreo Coke. Oreo Coke.
It actually tastes like Oreos. That's so crazy. I mean, it works. That's an interesting Coke.
Last thing I got is a chicken leg. So this is a freshly made chicken leg. Look at this. This is burning hot. You can see all the spices on here, the chilies.
It's good. It's juicy. It's tender. Like really juicy.
There's definitely a lot of seasoning in here. This might even have been marinated. I don't taste a lot of the chilies, mainly because I think I'm all spiced up from the noodles. It's a good chicken leg. Theme for the next 7-Eleven, Coca-Cola. Oh man, this is exciting. I never tried this before. So Weili La Jiajiang Mian is one of my favorite instant noodles ever. And the original version here is so freaking good. I did not know there's a spicy version. Eat that with some tea eggs. They do have a bunch of random information about Coke, along with, it's like a Coke museum actually. So this instant noodle, there's 2 bowls and one is just for soup. Since this is a dry noodle, this will go perfect with a tea egg. I love 7-Eleven tea eggs. This thing is so good. In the original version of this, I think one time I ate 10 packs straight. This just as good as the original, but more spicy. Love that it comes with soup. This is a really cool 7-Eleven, and the theme is Mickey Mouse. Wow, this is a very busy 7-Eleven. Tons of families with their kids here. There's a section as soon as you walk in of toys that you can purchase. There's all these tables with basically little Disney worlds built into them. Of course, this whole 7-Eleven is decked out in Mickey Mouse. So these themed 7-Elevens, it's not that the food is different, it's just a lot of fun. Oh, actually, a lot of people is coming in, so I think I'm gonna do is just grab a bunch of food. My hotel's not too far from here, and go eat it back in the room. So I got a few things from the 7-Eleven. This looks really fun. So they have self-heating meals at 7-Eleven, and this is a beef hot pot. So there's actually big chunks of beef in here. There's also potatoes, cauliflower, seaweed, there's noodles, and it's all cooked in this bright red spicy soup. And to drink, Thai iced tea. I think this is gonna be needed. Oh, this is really milky. Oh, this is delicious. I'm actually starving right now. Wow, this thing is not kidding around. It is really, really spicy. Oh, this thing is no joke. It's spicy, it's super nummy. I'm almost afraid to try these noodles. This thing has soaked up so much of the heat in here. Ooh. Oh yeah, those noodles have definitely soaked up all that spicy numbing broth. I'm really curious about the beef because on the packaging it said it's very tender beef. And by the way, this is made by Haidilao, which is the #1 hot pot brand. That is really, really tender. I mean, it's a little lean, but very tender and nice. Easily breaks apart in your mouth. Pretty good. And yeah, I was right. This 100% comes in handy. And for dessert, so I got another one of these Oreo Coke because I like this so much. And then I was just walking around and I saw this. So this is Oreo Coke and this is Coke Oreos. What a collab. So I already tried the Oreo Coke and it does taste like Oreos. And the Coke Oreos, as soon as you open up the package, you smell Coke. On one side it says Oreo, the other side, there's a Coke bottle. You open it up and there's some red spots in the white filling. And this absolutely smells like Coke.
call me crazy. This cookie tastes like a carbonated soda. Wow, I really didn't know how I was gonna feel about this. It's brilliant. It's so good. So some of the cookies have Coca-Cola written on the back, some just has a bottle. This is absolutely impressive. I'm not even a big fan of Oreo. This is delicious. I think Oreo did much better on this collab than Coke did. I mean, this is good. This is phenomenal. I could sit here and eat this whole package. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a day. There's a couple more themed 7-Elevens I wanna go to tomorrow. I'll see you then. Good morning. So this next 7-Eleven I'm going to is probably the most popular of all the themed 7-Elevens and probably the cutest. Sanrio 7-Eleven. So you walk in and there's a giant Hello Kitty and then just a ton of Sanrio products for sale. Of course, the dining tables, the ceilings, all goes with the theme. Let's get some breakfast. Ooh, soup dumplings. Wow, check this out. It's a flat croissant. So soup dumpling cooks up in the microwave. It's pretty convenient. It's got a little slot in the middle for your dipping sauce. And this is a 7-Eleven where the staff cooks up your food for you, so pretty convenient. Wow, I really underestimated these soup dumplings. These are delicious. They look like a flat tire, so I didn't really think much of it. But the skin is very, very thin. And inside there's a giant porky filling. And when you bite into it, it's an explosion of rich, fatty juice. The flavor is delicious. You can taste a little bit of the ginger in the pork. Especially that one where you just pop the whole thing in your mouth. It's like a little juicy flavor explosion. These are really good microwave soup dumplings. They're actually extremely juicy. If you can see right there, you can see all the juice. This is such a nice breakfast. I am really, really happy with this. Yeah, there's tons of people just coming to the 7-Eleven taking photos and videos. Good yogurt drink, by the way. I figure since I am in a Sanrio 7-Eleven, I try to get something cute. I think this is open char. I think this is the little mascot for 7-Eleven. Tastes like a whoopie pie. It's really good. Incredibly fluffy pie with milky cream in the center. Tastes as good as it looks. Last thing I got, this looks like a flattened croissant. I had something similar to this in Las Vegas. If you never had this before, it tastes like it looks, like a completely flattened croissant. It's light, it's flaky, pretty awesome. And right now I'm in this area where there's about 3 or 4 different themed 7-Elevens, all within about 5 minutes from each other. Next one I'm going to, not as cute, but pretty interesting. So this is a Lay's 7-Eleven. So this 7-Eleven, of course, is all about Lay's. And in Taiwan, there are a lot of flavors of Lay's. There's scallop, barbecue, okonomiyaki, ramen, seaweed, cheese. There's sushi, A5 Wagyu steak, chicken, pork, garlic shrimp. Also, creamy lobster. Got a couple bags of Lay's potato chips. Okonomiyaki, this sounds really interesting. Taste the seaweed. I'm definitely getting the Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, this thing tastes like okonomiyaki. It really does. That's really impressive. This is a really good bag of Lay's potato chips. I actually don't like Lay's. This is awesome. Also, the 7-Elevens have this thing called a City Cafe, so you can order coffee, or in this case, bubble tea. You can even adjust the sugar and ice level. Let's try this. A5 Wagyu. It does have a beefiness to it. I think this is a flavor that's kind of hard to pull off because it's not like A5 Wagyu has a very distinct flavor. It's more about the texture. I mean, it's a very rich, fatty chip. Not bad. This is way better. Way better. Okay, this 7-Eleven, this thing has something I've never seen before. This is Open Chan, so this is 7-Eleven's mascot. This is Open Dream World. And inside, of course, a seating area dedicated to Open Chan, where Open Chan is the DJ. There's also this. You can make your own t-shirt here, or bags. So you customize your t-shirt, pay for it, wait a few minutes, and get yourself a t-shirt. Of course, this 7-Eleven filled with Open Chan merch. So at certain 7-Elevens, you could get yourself a papaya ice cream. And she apologized for the ice cream tip not being straight, but now it kind of looks like the Statue of Liberty torch. If you're ever in Taiwan, you gotta seek out a 7-Eleven or come to this one. Gotta get yourself a papaya ice cream and maybe print yourself a t-shirt. This gotta be one of the best soft serves in the world. The last themed 7-Eleven I'm going to, Snoopy. Oh, this is interesting. This Coke Oreo collab even made merch. A 7-Eleven trip will not be complete without getting one of their signature buns and some Oden spicy pork bun. This is definitely another must-try item if you are ever in 7-Eleven Taiwan. All 7-Eleven buns are amazing. It's pillowy, soft. This is one of my favorites. It's a mala bun, so it's spicy. It's nummy, actually. It's really, really spicy. I like to eat it with some Oden, just to balance out the heat. Yeah, it's that spicy. I find Odens were in Taiwan it's called tianbula, which means sweet, not spicy. Although some of the broth is spicy. I find it extremely delicious, especially the radish and the tofu and the fish balls. Those are my favorite things. And when you get this, don't forget to scoop in some broth. They let it stew all day, so there's all sorts of different ingredients in there, and the longer they soak, the more flavorful it is. And that wraps up my themed 7-Eleven food tour of Taiwan. Again, I didn't know themed 7-Elevens were a thing. For some reason, of all the 7-Elevens I've been to in Taiwan, never went to a themed one. Of course, usually there's no specialty foods for the theme. I wish there was, but it's pretty fun visiting all these. And there's a bunch I haven't even been to yet. There's a Heineken one, there's Pokemon, but I'm not here for that long, so I had to cut this a little short. And actually passed by a lot of family marts on my tour this time. Looked pretty good inside, so next time we'll go eat there. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.